immediately. Not interested. Why is it so? She be so serious. Like she do not be joking. Just go. What am I doing? Hello. Wait, what time is it? Like, why are you on my phone? If her boyfriend is right next to she over already. Are you guys excited? You guys excited? We just be. I would hate seeing the teacher. My last class, my teacher, she would tell us what to do and go sit down at her desk. Stop talking.
We have
For real.
2 full sets. So one table, there will be one on the front, one on the back. So we'll be using the same wax pot and the same bottles. And then one will have their own wax pot. But I made sure we have 2 of everything so we can do it. And then everything is stocked up in the cabinet. I went and got some medium gloves. So everything is stocked up and ready to go. So all you guys need to do is bring yourselves. I will have the steps with me so I can make sure to keep you guys on your steps. Please, when I ask you to put the wax on and do not cover it, the body will keep it warm enough. It's not going to keep it from sticking. It just lets me see where it's at before we cover it so I can make sure if your guest is asked not to remove and thin their eyebrows that we don't do that on accident. Does that make sense? So I'm here to support, so please let me support by, when I ask you not to cover it, don't cover it till I see it. Cool? Cool.
Hello.
So we're going to be using the 2 front ones here and then the 1 side one here, okay? There's definitely more room for camera and stuff on one of these 2 outer ones because that wall is actually very close once you pull the chair out. So, obviously we are going to clean the table and chairs before we start and after we start. We are going to set up a towel for a sanitary setup, especially out here. We do really like if you use those ones that we use in class. If you want to try to find one that doesn't look too stained, but those ones, at least if the wax gets on them, we don't really care as much as we get rid of them. Does that make sense? So you're going to set it up. You can either put it here or you can put it here, which gives you a little bit more space out if that is what you would like. The chairs, you want to get it pulled out before we get started. Make sure you know where your pump is. So my pump is right here. These do pump up and down like those do, just not as smoothly. So be ready, kind of bounce
in the
your
comments
gas a
the
little bit.
like and subscribe.
These are not super smooth,
Hi,
but I know
everyone
it's
in
not
the
quite
chat.
as. Remember, small pumps makes them go up. If I sink too low, then the chair starts to sink. It doesn't really work very well with nobody on it. The back does lay back. So you want to ask your guests to be careful how hard they're pushing back because I don't want them to drop really quickly. So always keep your hand on the back as you do it. But you have, it's almost like in the car, when you pull it and then push back. Does that make sense? So it doesn't drop super fast. If your guest pushes really hard, it might go faster. Does that make sense? Okay. So you want to control movement. So when I want to lay them back, I'm going to pull this back and then raise them up. Sit the chair. Alexia, sit for a second. Hi, my beautiful man right here. Hey. So we'll go like this, and then I press slowly. I just don't let my guests do it most of the time because if they push, sometimes push back faster than I'm prepared for. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, the reason I also asked Alexia to do this is because she's a little taller, so is this headrest going to help her at all right now? No, she's going to have a floating head. So remember that this does hold up, so that way I can find a spot that rests for my guest's head more comfortable. Does that make sense? Yeah, these ones don't have the button, so you just carefully push them in and out. So if I am going to put it in, I want to make sure the hair's out of the way, push in one, then check inside the ears. Lay back one more time. Is that more comfortable? So then you can find that height that is more comfortable. Be careful though, because if our hair can get in here, we don't want to push it and then back so that their head is still in a place where you can reach comfortably. Does that make any sense? Okay. So, so yeah, so we have the 3 chairs. You're gonna clean the chair, clean the top and this space, lay out a towel. All of our supplies are underneath this first cabinet, so once all of these are clean, I will pull them out so that there's a spot for us all to grab our tools, and we don't all have to keep bothering whoever's working here by going in the cabinet. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's get them clean first. So whoever's doing the wax, you're gonna get a cleaning towel, you're gonna wipe down all of the surfaces with Lucaside before we get started, and a towel for setup.
Guys, I'll be right back. I need to wash my hands. Put you guys against the wall real quick.
Vanessa's here, so I'll ask her to. So what? Yeah.
We're learning waxing today, so that's what we're about to do out here.
Hey Live, I'm gonna be waxing her today. Hi guys, so hey Live. So yes, I'm waxing her first and then she's gonna get me right because I have so much hair grown.
I'm scared though.
I'm not gonna mess you up.
Hi, friends.
I'm not gonna mess you up. I'm not worried. Oh, the pain. It ain't that bad. I feel like threading hurts more than this class.
I mean, you can feel the individual.
Yeah, like that's why. It just be burning after.
Into my lives. It was nice to meet you yesterday. You were so sweet. That's what I was thinking about when I was online.
Oh yeah. People be so supportive. We love that.
Yeah, I'm in cosmetology school right now. We're learning waxing today. I gotta upload a video on what our school looks like. It's super nice in here. My name is Julia. Yes, you definitely are supporting our game of couple of subscribers. So I really appreciate it. You're so sweet, your lives. I never got come across people's lives that like are sweet like that. Normally people are like, or they just ignore you, they don't say anything. So I really appreciate it. Juliet, you're right. Hi, anyone that is new in my live, make sure you like the live. I was on your channel too. I was looking at all your videos. Yeah, I'm trying to get like you. You are consistent. You don't play. I'm trying to get like you. What happened? Where'd she go? What's in the bathroom?
This makes sense. I'm gonna take this video. I think you just felt like if you accidentally like
Exactly.
just look at me.
Wait, so Julia, you want to do it over there? I gotta find me a good angle.
It won't stay. Like
Wait. Yeah, it was doing that to me yesterday.
that's because it's cheap. Oh wait, no.
No, it's not tightened.
Yeah. It ain't in the center. Oh wait. Wait, it's in.
Hi guys, welcome into my live. Make sure you like the live.
Okay, I have shears and tweezers right now. Your kit, you're gonna get, you know those little shears pouches we have in zipper? You're gonna get a smaller one that has all of your manicure and waxing stuff in there. So it'll have all those manicure tools to use, and then it'll have these tweezers and shears in them. So it's like a multi-purpose little tool kit. Does that make sense? So it'll be a nice little zip-up pouch, just like your shears. Just like your shears. I need you to okay, just like your shears, I need you to learn to take out your tweezers, set them down. If you're going to use your shears, set them down. Close that pouch and put it away somewhere so that you're not getting anything in your pouch. Your pouch is a sanitary setup, remember? So you always want to make sure if you're not leaving them open during races or out where they can get anything. Does that make sense, everyone? Okay, so go ahead. I don't know what
Wow,
these
I was just live yesterday.
the ones with the blue lines are the ones that come in your kit. These are extra ones Tiffany gave me when I needed more tweezers. If they're not coming here, I will swap out for a different one. Because they sit in here like this, sometimes they push on each other and then the tweezers don't look nice. Does that make sense? So if you get a pair that's not working well, just tell me. Don't keep fighting with it. I'll get you a different pair. Sound good? Okay. So go ahead and we're gonna put out tweezers.
Welcome in. Anybody wants to be on live? I don't have any moderators right now.
Okay. Now, underneath here is all of the disposable. I'm going to set up all the disposable items right here, so if you need to come and get more, like you run out of something, they're going to be easy access right
It's just a lot. Like, she's one of those people.
They have a roll of masking tape in there, but what you can also
But we're
do,
learning
because our
waxing today.
stations have these nice handles, we don't keep a trash can for this because people tend to get wax on like the lid and then they're stuck all over the can instead of just a bag. So you get a fresh bag each time. For today, it is fine if you both use the same trash bag because we're not taking anything out of it, we're just dropping it in. Does that make sense? So you'll take your bag and you just tie it firmly to the handle. It doesn't even have to be super tight because you're putting in very light items. But now you have your personal trash bag for doing your services for today. I'm gonna try to get this one.
Yeah, I just be looking like that. I got like kind of like a natural mug. I be looking mean.
Students being rough on our cabinetries by your. I do know that is on the docket in some point to be replaced. I don't know how long.
Hi, everyone that's new in the live.
So that way we just have a nice individual trash bag for everybody. All right, now in here there are two. This is what I was talking about, the Goo Gun. That's what you will use to get rid of stickiness on like the station. Only use the Satin Smooth to get stickiness off the skin. Okay, that one's a little more expensive, so I want to use it only on the skin. All right, now these are all of our disposable items. You have 3 sizes of sticks. This is what I talked about. We have what we call petite ones. These are very skinny. These are what you use on eyebrows so that you can get into small spaces. These are the medium-sized sticks. They're like a popsicle stick. You see that? Those are great for like the lip, or if you just have small spots you want to get on the chin. Then we have the larger ones that are like tongue depressors. These are mostly for the body. We have a few out here in case you're like, you've got a very large area of the chin you want to cover, then you can use a larger one. So you're going to use these things. Does that make sense? So for today, you are going to grab 3 and 2. Okay? 3 and 2. The 3 are going to be for the eyebrows, the 2 are going to be for the lip. Make sense? 3 and 2. Next, we have our strips. So these are the strips. Okay? You want to get about 6 to 7 strips. You want to grab a nice stack of cotton squares and a spoolie so that you can brush out the eyebrows while you're working. Does that make sense? So 3, 2, about 6, stack them up.
And she like shares a lot, so I can get more people in here. Welcome into my live. Make sure you like the live.
You may use those sticks to measure, like it showed in the book. So from the nose to the corner of the eye, from the nose to the corner of the eye, and then straight up from the iris border on an angle. Try to figure out where you think the arm should be if it is properly placed. So you're just doing a bit of a consultation. Yeah, she's going up
It's
all
right.
the time. Let it all the way up.
Wait, what is this?
Why is that in the back? I don't think it's
Yep,
supposed to be in
there
the
you
back.
go. Yep, she's going up. Slow but sure.
Sure that.
I was trying to get guys real quick, just like grab.
You gotta move that to the back.
Oh, your pump is in the front right now. So you can spin it here on. Yeah. That was some self-control. Alright. No longer be attached to the floor. Now remember, before you touch your guests, your hands should be washed, sanitized, and then gloved. If, because we just finished break, if you have washed your hands recently, because we just finished break, all you need to do is use some hand sanitizer and put gloves on. Does that make sense? Hand sanitizer and gloves is fine if you have washed very recently. Always have gloves on before you're touching your guest's face. On the barrel of hand sanitizer.
Okay, thank you for tuning in. Hope your meeting goes well. Yeah, we're just now getting started, so I'll upload the live.
During a test, there will not always be extra gloves, right? You're only going to pack so many gloves during a test, correct? So when we are testing, if something hits the floor and you pick it up and throw it away, sanitize the gloves. That's fine. That is actually fine on a person too, just so you know. But if, let's say, you get your gloves full of real wax and they're so sticky that you can't really work with them, then change your gloves. Does that make sense? Okay. The nice thing is the wax does not stick to gloves quite as bad as it sticks to skin. So that's a really good benefit. It won't make them quite as sticky, so you can get it off a little easier from the gloves and you can get your own skin. Alright. So once you have your guests situated, we can get them laying back a little bit. Remember, support the back. They can push back a little. It doesn't drop fast, but we want to be controlled so my
Yeah,
guests
I
don't
think I
fly
gotta put my
back.
weight this time.
Okay?
It's not comfortable. Is your back?
Okay? You make sure that headrest is in a decent spot. If it's under the base of the head, they're usually fine. If they're not comfortable, you can move it up to be more of that occipital. That's based on your guest comfort level. Is that good, okay? If you get it at the base of the head, it will tilt their head a little bit better, especially if you have them sitting up more. If you've got them laying really far back, then you might want their head a little flatter. Does that make sense? Okay, so go ahead and look at their eyebrows. Put some gloves on. You can use the stick to measure, try to figure out where the arch is supposed to be. While you are measuring, you are asking your guest questions about what they want done today. I'm going to hold her this way slightly. This lady is really surprised that I can
Yeah, but like there's very
I'm stronger than that. So once you have measured and discussed with your client, you may call me over for a consultation, okay? Remember to pretend like it's a real customer, so introduce me and tell them why I'm here. Okay. Okay, so what I'm hearing.
I just don't want it to be in your way.
So what I'm hearing is your eyebrows is like the shape you have. Most of these services, most of the just a fine carrot shape. That is all we need. That way I can go step it. All right, we're gonna hold this off.
I need to get the angles right.
If you have
My storage on the mess up and stuff. That's because I asked for a
still
refund.
on the first side, while you're measuring.
That's because I had asked for a refund.
If you haven't done that yet, you can still do that. Nothing past the. Hello. Alexia. You're okay. Deep breath. so your teacher would say to get started, but I'm going to walk us through testing everything. If you have not cleansed with the blue, you may do that. So use your patch. The blue is very watery, just a gentle whitening to try to remove any makeup or anything. Just the blue.
This is the video she doesn't know I'm in here to go. She said a little bit more there.
Okay, so to repeat back, what I heard is that we maintain our shape, so we are happy with the shape we currently have. We're just looking to do a maintenance where we're going to just catch the hairs in the center that maybe are not. Does that sound good? Okay. So you really don't have any ideas today. So we're really going to be doing more of a follow than a removal today, which is totally fine. If there is like a hair or two in the line which knows you get, I'm usually recommend, especially what we're doing comfortable with wax, to wax under and not worry about if there's just more to the under. Does that make sense? So a little more control. You may do the blue step if you have not cleansed the eyebrows yet, and then come over here so we can test together.
Blue step.
Yep, the blue one. So it is very watery, so be ready to leave that pad pretty wet. You're just doing a gentle wiping to remove any possible dirt or product buildup. Alright, now once we're done measuring, we are actually going to be breaking these sticks in half. This is way more stick than we need to perform service we're doing. They do actually sell them in half the size as well. So what I'm going to have you guys do is you grab your 3 sticks, you carefully fold until it snaps right in the middle, and then same thing with these, snap it right in the middle. If you start pointing it, you're going to just kind of brush it on the towel to try to break off any little bits of wood. Yep. So now you can take your 3 small sticks, stack them up, and then carefully break them in half. Same thing with the 2. You sell some that are shorter, so that you don't have to break them, but this works for you. So you break them out. If you get any super sharp points, you don't have that. But if you get sharp points, you can just come on the towel and just brush it a little bit, and then that way you don't have any sharp points that you have to break up. We're obviously going to use the round end here on gas. Very nice. So that's just going to give us some additional sticks. Since ours are so soft. You can't do 2. I've done it for so many years, I can totally handle it together. Because sometimes it can't actually break off. So when it happens, you just come in.
Well, and the crazy part is I just deleted like 1,000 pictures. I have like,
All right. I'm going to demo how to test right here, but then you can test from your wax pot, obviously, because that's the one you're using, and you 2 will test from this one, okay? All right, now, to test the wax, you are going to take one of your petite sticks is fine. That's why we broke them, so we have 6. We have extras, and you can always grab another one right here if you need another little bit. Okay? I'm just going to keep mine over here, okay? Alright. When you open, you are going to notice there are 2 waxes. The clear one that looks like honey is our soft wax. That's the one that needs the strips. The one that is more creamy, it's more like a dark blue green, that is our hard wax. Okay? We are going to start with the honey. That's what we're using on the eyebrows, so it's the only one you need to test right now. So I'm going to make sure I have a little space on my wrist. I'm just going to dip a little and wipe off the back side. I didn't need that big of a dip, but it's fine. You want about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch, just like we're going to do for their eyebrows, so that way we have a little bit of wax. Put it on your skin to make sure that it's not too hot. It can get stringers, so you'll see me like swirling a lot. Make sure this doesn't hit the very edge, or it's not going to fall down and stick right to the edge. Your body will keep this melted. So there's no huge rush. Like, oh my gosh, if I don't get a strip on it, it's not going to stick. Your body will keep it melted. It's okay. Then you're going to come in because this one needs a strip to remove. You're going to press the strip in, a firm pressure, okay? Pull it off, wax is all gone. All on the stick. Does that make sense? So you're just putting it on to see if it's hot, then you are going to press in hard and then pull it off. You will fold before throwing away just to help keep it from sticking to the edges. We do not fold to use it again. It can seep through, making the other side sticky, but also if you don't fold perfectly and you have some wax showing, if I stick that back towards your eyebrow, it can pull off hairs. So we do not ever want to reuse a strip. Once you've used it, fold it and throw it away. Sound good? All right, you may test your wax. So when you open your container, just do a small dip with the round end, wiping off the back side, watch your stream. Put it on your wrist. Carefully throw the stick away so it doesn't stick right to that edge. And then use the strip to remove. You're good. I'm just trying not to steal it. Press it on firmly so it really sticks to that strip and then pull it off. Now usually we don't have almost any hair right here, so we're not going to see any bald spots. Do you know what I mean? The inside of your wrist is a fairly bald area. Remember, try not to go straight up. Yeah, kind of across.
Wait, it's some more on there.
Alright, then we didn't press it all the way. So then you can, since we're getting all of it, you can set that back down on it. So when you press it in, you want to make sure you press. Okay? And then when you rip it off, remember don't go straight up like you're peeling. Yep, either way you grab, doesn't matter because you have no hair that's coming out. So if you want to grab this one and pull across, there you go. And then it'll come off better. If you still have a tiny bit, you need another spot. Yeah, we'll take off more of that.
It's really nice.
No, it's not hot at all. The nice thing is Satin Smooth is a low temperature wax. So we do not have to turn it super hot for it to stick and do its job. That makes it a lot safer to work with. You are very unlikely to burn someone with this wax because we only have to put it straight up. It's in the middle. It doesn't even have to be all the way hot and it will melt the wax. Isn't that nice?
Welcome into the
Okay, now I'm going to come to each of you and I'm going to give you a tip about how to apply. You will apply it to one eyebrow, do not cover it. It'll only take me a moment to get that. We'll make sure it's right before we cover and pull it off. Does that make sense? Okay. So first thing, right-handed, it is easier to start on the right eyebrow. So you do want to make sure that they're brushed up and out of the way so that I can see just the hairs I want to get. Once you have dipped it like we did and wiped it off, then you're going to dip it, then wipe it off. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pull up where her arch sits nicely. We're going to just place our stick gently here at a 45-degree angle, come up slightly. You see that? Turn, flatten the stick and come down. So you can just grab
10 comments and I'll mess her up.
No, Julia.
close.
Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah. Your hands. Okay? So remember, we've already cleansed it. She's already dry because we let her dry for a while. And then you're just applying. You don't need a lot. And you don't have to get super close. You can always add a little more wax. Just carefully put it on, but don't cover it with the strip like it had. Alright, you are right-handed, so for right eyebrow, it's going to be easier when you start. Okay, so you start with your heel. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to brush the hairs. This comes really see. I don't know what is visible and leave those hairs. Okay. You're going to do the same thing we just did. One on the back. You are going to lift the arch. Okay. And then you're going to come in with the stick raised slightly and turn up, turn, and come down. Okay. So you're just going up a little, turn.
Chat, I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I normally get my eyebrows threaded. That's the only reason I'm nervous. I have faith in Julia. I'm just nervous for it. Nothing yet.
All right. So again, right-handed is easier to start on the right. You have your spoolies so that you can are going to be where we want to do it. You're going to do the same thing we just did. Pull up where her arch is established. And then you're going to come in and just apply one knee up slightly. You can flatten it and then go down. You don't want to come so low that you're on the eyelid trying to avoid the eyebrows, does that make sense? But you don't have to get super close. Just leave a little gap between what you're putting on and her. Don't cover till I get back. Alright, I'm going to
Put the strip on.
yeah, don't put the strip on it. Alright, you cannot go too far down. Okay. So you will not be removing much, which is fine. But I'm going to do an ever so slight shift just to help out. Just like you get one or two hairs. I'd rather not be too far than too close. I mean, other than the slightly. I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry. You are going to take the strip, you're going to set it just kind of over the whole thing and press in. Once you have it pressed in really good, you're going to open and punch. Does that make sense? Try to remember the finger at the end of the punch. Okay, so put it on and press, stretch and punch. Okay.
I don't think stretching is quite two words for you.
Yes, you're doing good. Pull yourself off. Okay, very good. Stretch and just so that it is sticking to that wax. Then you are going to
I am.
punch across.
It's really
Does that
not.
make sense? So the finger on is for comfort.
I'm thinking like a pool. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm
Ready?
doing. No.
She's very honest about that. Very good placement for the line. We've got a little gap so we don't have to worry. So when you put it on, you're going to make sure it covers the entire thing. Press to make sure that it's really stuck to it. You're going to open and then punch across. And hopefully you remember the finger at the end for calmness.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Press it in. Hold that skin tight. Beautiful. Very, very nice. See, we have a couple of machines later.
What do you mean what she said?
Don't do anything else to the side right yet. It's a little less space back here. So if you want to turn her, make it easier to get to the side right away.
Absolutely not.
Now on this
Please
side,
do
because
it.
you're right-handed, it's going to be a little
Fuck,
backwards.
man.
Okay, you're going to dip, and you want to stand further in the front this time, like way over here. So instead of being right next to her, you want to be like more in the front. Does that make sense? That way I can take her left
Right.
and dip, and then I have access on the right. Does that make sense? Then you're going to do the same thing. Oh, I forgot that. Let me see it before you leave, okay? So just on the eyebrows, let me see. Alright. Now, very nice. So we have some room just to remove a few hairs. Don't worry, that's fine. We're not gonna wax again, we're gonna tweeze. Now, because you're right-handed, this side's gonna be a little different. We're not gonna be able to come straight on. I'm gonna want to step slightly more in front. That way I can take my left hand this way and apply. See that? Go ahead and get this thing. Brush it up and apply. And don't cover.
So it's for
It's not recording?
every time I hit the circle, it just go back.
It's really nice. We did not change any shape, and she got all the wax out, so beautiful, beautiful. This side is ever so slightly different. If you want a little bit more room, we can turn her just slightly, not much. Instead of going straight on, you're going to want to step slightly in front. That's going to allow me to put my left hand up and have room to apply. Does that make sense? So you can brush and apply, don't cover it till I come back. See, it's okay.
Are you gonna upload this for your channel?
Right? See?
Okay, bet. I'm stealing your footage.
Or why did you go live on TikTok?
Really good. You left me room to
This is my main account.
It wouldn't work, it just will cause more confusion. Does that make sense?
No, because I want to put it in my TikTok, and I'm gonna record.
So you did not do anything
I'm gonna record when I get
You left a nice gap, which leaves me room. Shoot it. I did not move it much. Were you watching? Barely moved it, but there were just a couple more hairs that I got. Same thing with the strip, you're going to cover the whole thing and press it. The difference is you have two choices. You can go left-handed, which means that I'm going to pull the same way with my left. If you are feeling insecure with
You
your
don't hurt because I don't have hair though.
you say a little bit. You have your little crisscross. And then I'm going to place my left hand up here and pull, and that's going to allow me to punch with my right. See how that works? You have two choices. The most fine and long side punch across.
Okay, you want me to record that?
Oh, I need to go see my video.
Very nice application again. Same thing where you're going to put the strip on to cover. The difference is you have two choices. You can either go left-handed, where I punch with my left, or if you're more comfortable with your right, you're going to do a little bit of a crisscross. So you're going to take your left hand and pull up, and that allows you to punch with your right. Does that make sense? So you may choose your comfort level once you get it pressed down. Finger on at the end for comfort. Sorry. No, I love it. Very nice placement again. Yes. Same thing with the strip, but when you're taking off, two choices. You can go left-handed, meaning I pull and punch with my left. If you want to stay right-handed, you're going to take this hand and you're going to spread. That way I can punch with my right. See how that works? Your choice. Finger on the end for comfort.
That's another day.
Try not to fold rather strong. When you fold, there's a chance that the wax is seeped through or is come outside, and that can pull off other hairs. Does that make sense? So just for safety purposes, always use fresh strip. You were fine with it most of the time. All it takes is that one time the wax seeps out and you pop it into it. Alright, so before we take anything else off, we're not going to use the oil yet. Now we need to do the center. So you're going to take a glass small stick. You're going to apply going upwards in the center, getting close, but we do need to open it up so you don't need to take any of the dark hairs. Okay? So you're just going to apply going upwards, and then let me see it before you can almost see it through the thing. Alright, let's see. Beautiful. Jennifer's going home with 2 eyebrows today. No, you're fine. It's only going to stick to wherever the wax was.
Okay.
So don't worry. Wherever your strip is, it's only going to stick to the wax. It won't affect anything else. Now you're going to the center. Okay. So you're going to grab your last small one. Okay. You're going to apply going upwards in the center, and you're going to come right to where that eyebrow is hit. You see that? So you want all these lighter hairs to come off, but we don't need to take nice dark eyebrow hairs. Does that make sense? So we're going to come upwards, 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 getting nice and close. Let me see it, and then I'll show you how to take it off. Okay? Oh, 2 eyebrows. Isn't that fabulous? We look great. Okay. For the last section, you're going to grab one of your small ones. He's down?
He's down.
I don't know all these words. Now you're going to apply going upwards in the center. So you're going to apply coming upwards in the center. You don't need to take out any of your actual eyebrow hairs, but you want to get close so we get all of those baby hairs out. Let me see it before you go. Alright, right on.
Bro, no problem. I'm scared.
Definitely spread this out a little further.
What if it's spread?
Definitely have space. So I am glad that you are erring on the side of caution, right? Like we're being careful rather than being crazy. It's so much easier to help. To help by adding than taking it away. So we're doing amazing. I still just want to bring it a little closer so we can get that full area. Super close. See that? All those little hairs in between. Still not a super huge section as we get all those hairs. Now, if you have one that happens to have a little bit wider edge, that's always better. You're going to set it on where most of it's on the forehead. See that? Press it in really good. Grab the forehead and then punch downwards. We want to go in the opposite direction the hair is growing, so we want to punch downwards with it. Fingers on. Okay. Got it. Press it in. Hold the forehead tight. So you're going to take your strip. You're going to place it where most of it's on the forehead. See that? Press it in really good. Then you're going to pull the forehead really tight and punch down. That looks good. I would like to spread us out just a little so we get any of those little hairs in the center. You still don't have to take any of her actual dark hairs, but I'd like to spread you out just a little further. So if you need to spread out further, you put a little bit more wax on, and then that allows me to spread it out. Do you see that? Because I have a seam, so you can spread it out. I still didn't get all the way into the eyebrows, but now it's spread out a little further. Okay, you can check. Nowhere near your eyes. Now go ahead and press it in. Very good. Now this time after you have it pressed in, you're going to pull the forehead up and punch downwards. Okay? Alright, once you have removed all 3 of those strips, it is time to use the yellow, that's the slightly oily one, to remove stickiness and any leftover wax. Okay? So once you have removed all of your wax strips, you will now use the yellow, that is the oil, to gently wipe away any leftover oil. Don't scrub too hard, you just got waxed. So it can be a little bit tender, right? So
I told you this is not that. I think threaded her. Yeah.
it's very oily. You're going to wipe away everywhere where the wax was to make sure there's no stickiness left behind. That is when we will tweeze. So I will come and give you direction for tweezing, and then if you have 1 or 2 hairs you would like to remove, I would like everybody to at least practice a little bit of tweezing. Even if there are no hairs that need to go, do the motions so that you are prepared for proper tweezing, okay? Yes, anything with almond in it gives you that almost like cherry cordial, like, do you know what I mean? Like that cherry chocolate cream. You guys are all doing amazing.
Chat, how did Julia do? I have oil on my face, but how did Julia do? I think she did good.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Get into the brown.
Chat, comment down below if she did good.
After you've used the
Let me know.
The whole time I didn't do anything.
You lucky did look a little. Okay, Julia. Oh, your after does look good. Okay. Yeah. Now we're gonna watch right now.
I can't wait for you to do mine, because I do mine too. Yeah, she got a lot of hair to do, y'all. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Use an extra one to get rid of excess oil. Poisonous for sure. Of course. Definitely. Use an extra strip if we've got a lot of oiliness on there. She is not sticky at all. She got all smooth and shiny. Okay, to tweeze. Okay. So it doesn't matter which eyebrow you start on, okay? But what we want to do is keep the skin very tight and pull in the direction here. So I'm going to say here, right here, this eyebrow. So you can follow this open. You can shift these hairs a little so I can really see, like I just want this one hair right here. You see that? That 1 or 2 hairs. Then I'm going to slide underneath, grab that hair and pull in the direction it grows. I'm not pulling, so I'm going to do the other hair. When you pull, it's nice to keep a square so in case you can wipe the hairs off, if it gets build up hair in the around. Okay? When you're doing the center, you want to pull tight and pull up, put it over here, pull tight and pull over. Make sense? Okay. Alright, for tweezing, what you will do is pull in the same direction that they would grow. So hairs grow to the side, or they grow up, or they grow to the side. So you pull the eyebrow up, make sure you put it tight. No, it's not that. In the direction they grow up. So she is really well kept up. So if there's no hairs you for sure want to remove, just go through motion on each eyebrow, pretending to take out 3 or 4 hairs, and then couple in the center. Does that make sense? But pull the skin very tight when you do it. Find a hair if you want to pretend it's fine for the first one. Slide up under, and then pull in that direction. Yes. If you have real ones that want to come out and this isn't grabbing them, let me know which are different hairs. Okay? I'll give you a moment to squeeze. Now this is another time where sometimes we have to be careful with that perfectionism gene. Yep, you could do that on this side. You could just do something that like pulls it up and tight. Does that make sense? Exactly. As long as that skin's nice and tight where you are doing it. When that perfectionism gene gets into us, we might keep. Just one more. And what could happen? Yes, we can over tweeze and make them thinner than we want to. So really, really try not to overdo it with the tweezing. When you are happy with your tweezing, we are going to put the last step on, which is the aloe. Okay? The way that I like to do it, this is a personal preference, but everybody can choose, is I'll put a bead of the aloe on, and then, okay, so I got the bead on there. I'll actually fold it so I got the big bead on top, and then I gently dab it everywhere, and just lightly, like leave a thick line, let it cool for a little bit. So I personally like to put it on a little bit, let it sit there and cool and heat a little bit.
I have some.
So open it, put the bead on there.
You got it.
Put it decent.
Is that it?
Yep, there you go. That's perfect. Okay, if you want to do this, just make sure it doesn't fall off. You can. Now fold and gently dab it. You don't have to put it all on one eyebrow, it's for both eyebrows. So I like dab. Okay, now after you have done all of your tweezing, what I like to do is I put a decent sized bead on, just kind of make sure it's stuck. Then I open it so the big bead is sitting on top. And I just lightly dab it everywhere where I want it to sit for a moment, let it cool, then fold and wipe off the excess. Does that make sense? So you kind of want to put it on thick at first, let it cool, then take it off. Did you see how I did that? That's all you want. Yeah, put a bead on there, make sure it's stuck, dab it across to leave a thick layer, then wipe off the excess after about a minute.
Hi everyone in the
All right, we still need to do the lip. As soon as we're done with the lip, we will clean and swap partners. You guys are doing great on time. It's only 120, so perfect timing. We are doing very good on time. Yeah.
How much? I know.
Just let it spread out. Does that make sense? Doesn't have to take super long. We're letting it be on kind of thick. If you want to grab a fresh one when you're ready to wipe it off, grab a fresh
Is it
pad
cool?
and wipe away the excess. This is just
cold.
cooling and calming for a little bit. Okay? It still didn't work when we wipe off the excess. We're just giving it a moment to cool and calm before we wipe off that. Yes. And then after it's had a moment, you need to get a fresh one and just gently remove any excess. Sound good? And that is eyebrows. How do you guys feel about eyebrows?
I love eyebrows.
I know, that wasn't so bad, was it? It always feels scary before we start, and then we get in and realize it's not quite as scary. Obviously, we want to do well, so we have those nerves of wanting to do well. But I promise if you're careful, you are not going to make any huge mistakes. And if a hair or two gets in where you don't want it, there are things we can do. So just tell your teacher, we can help you get those out of the way before we pull it off. And then we don't have to let it get thin. We are here to support. Hey, Jules. Yeah. If you had super excessively
No, it was taking off my money. Like, I like somebody was catching it. And they was literally taking off 10 out of 10 out of 10. I was want to cut it super short off and I refunded it and they refunded me. So then they canceled my thing too. So you're talking about bar.
No.
Or brush upward.
Because after moving y'all are quiet in the live today. This is good. What's going on, guys? That person keeps coming and saying
This is Nikki Anderson. My mother does my hair.
she put on the live yesterday. I'm glad she does your hair.
Do she eat?
How's everyone doing today? What are you guys doing? Let me change the angle.
Trim anything. What we would do is we would brush. Do you want to watch this real quick? We would brush downwards and see if we have any super excessively long hairs. Do you see how they go in general even length? I'm not going to cut them exact haircut. Otherwise, if I make everything short, when I go like this, it may not fill in the way.
Welcome in, guys. Make sure you guys like the live and hit that subscribe button. We're in cosmetology school right now. We're learning waxing, so we're practicing on each other. Anybody that's new to the live, feel free to comment down below and talk to us.
Coming from underneath, get the center to down. Does that make sense? Same thing if these hairs are going really straight up and they won't come to the side. You can also trim them to the height and everything else is fine. If you have one or two hairs that you wanted off the top, I really recommend if you did want to remove just one or two hairs right here on the side, that sound good? Alright. Once you're done with the eyebrows completely, we're done tweezing, you are going to cleanse the lip with glue. Don't do anything else with that blue liquid. Cleanse the lip with glue. You saw the trimming tips? Okay, good. So then if you guys are done with the eyebrows, you may cleanse the lip with glue. Do you need more pads too? Alright, we're going to cleanse the lip with glue. Okay?
No, for real, yeah. No, I be shaving, but
Four states are cleanse and immediately take another dry wipe and dry it. Before you go back on, always want to make sure the skin is very dry. Hold on, just carefully.
spam W's in the chat.
Wax towards you a little bit.
W's in the chat for wax.
This one is pretty low, so all of it should be done. But if this is a full top, the center, we can have orange shots and then
I've been throwing them in my body.
this is thicker.
Yeah, you're supposed to wrap it like brush it and rub it like around, right? Yeah. That's the best one. But I haven't been really wrapping it.
And the pressure on the other, and then just like a buttering back and forth.
It's all to do. It's the last makeup you do. It's starting to get you braided? No, I have a good pressure. Oh, yeah. I was like, it looks like it would be needing to be braided. But I maintain it by pinning it to braids afterwards.
Right near the edge. Put it on your wrist with a slight butter.
Bro, why are you right there?
But don't wait too long because it is starting to cool. Otherwise it starts to cool. You're going to end up with it stuck somewhere there.
It's only one in this area.
Yeah. But I was looking at it and I was like, wait, this is
The good thing is you know, so it doesn't go away. That's the nice thing about it. Once it's hard like that, just pull on. Then it's bad. Okay? So what you're going to do
So the
is
next thing is when you recline your energy staying.
and you're going
like
to
mine.
hold her lip a little so that you got a flat space.
Like
Go
right
up,
here.
and then
But
down.
I don't want it like that. So I want it
Yeah,
right
we're
here.
yeah.
But I want it.
You gotta go with hair growth. Remember, these are going this way. Those are going that way. Yep, pull it straight and then up and then
I'm
down.
thinking both.
Or we can do one side to if you want.
Aren't you cleanse the lip?
I'm picking
Remember,
both.
it's getting pulled if you want to see.
Figure it out. You're the stylist. She went to school, right? Word of her.
Here you guys are looking at these on sure she covered. Okay? I'll both of you watch me do the test.
I'm gonna watch that for you guys.
Now the hard wax, if it's a full pot, they have a hard wax in the center. That is normal because this is a low temperature wax. So you always want to get your wax on its edge, right near the side wall. Does that make sense? Yep, just leave it there. Yeah. The strings will wipe right off your fingers. Let it dry. I'll be right over. Inside. So when you come in, you want to grab them right from the edge. This is much thicker, and it is harder to break that string, but you can't waste too much time. Spread it up, turn it, spread it down, make it thicker, and then leave your stick.
Ah, no. I don't know about this one.
This is hard wax. So when you feel it, here's what's the nice thing. It's not sticky anymore once it is hardened. Okay? Please take it off.
Chat.
If you get a little bit left behind, if you get it right away while it's still sticky, it will take it off. If this isn't sticky anymore, the oil will take it off. So don't worry if you have little specks of product still on it. If this is hard, it's not sticky anymore. Okay? So test on your wrist first. And I'll show you how to put it on.
Chat, this is about to be entertaining. This is about to hurt. I can just feel it. This is about
So
to
right
hurt.
from the edge, right by the wall. There you go. Wipe off the back side. You feel how thick that is? Wipe off one side. Yeah, we want to have a nice big bead on it. I'm going to have you dip further into the lip. Okay. Rub up and down. If you do not get enough product, you will not be able to spread it out. So what did we both learn? Need more product. So go up and down. You don't want to lift your stick at all. So what you want to do is you just do like a buttering. You go up, butter up, then down. Literally, yes, you're literally just gonna butter it, keep it there, and then stick it down. Does that make sense? Let it dry to where
Like
it's
the
not
live,
tacky.
guys. If you're in here and you're new, please make sure you guys like the live.
See, easy. Easy. No, it doesn't. It doesn't grab as much skin. Because it is the hard wax, that's why this is for sensitive skin or sensitive areas. The reason we don't teach it on the eyebrow is you have to go up then down. So it's much easier to grab hairs you don't need to. Does that make sense? But in an area where you're removing all the hair, this is mainly in those sensitive spots. Okay, so I'm going to show you the motion, and then you're going to do the first side. All right, now when you're taking it off, guys, you are going to pull this lip really tight. You are going to pull this lip really tight. The tighter I have this, the less it'll hurt. Does that make sense? So hold both sides tight, and then you're going to go punches. Okay, so you can again go left-handed or across. Your choice. Does that make sense? Okay. So go ahead and watch the motion here, and then you'll be able to do it. Sorry, I'm going to go to the right side first. Okay? I'm going to pull the skin down just a little so this gets nice and flat. Do you see that? I'm going to have that nice big bead on the inch of the product. I'm going to carefully go up and then down and leave my stick. One time. Push it up. Push it down. Does that make sense? Okay. The other reason we're using the hard wax, if it gets on her lip a little, it will be fine. When you're using the soft wax, if you get it on the peak of someone's lip, it actually, when you rip it off, you'll feel that you got a blister or like chapped lips. It hurts really bad. So the hard wax is safer around the lips. So right near the edge, get about a 1-inch bead. Start on the right side, go up then down. Okay? So we did this side
Guys,
as
into
well.
the poll.
Beautiful. So notice that this was the second thing we did, right?
Okay.
So notice how she got some cream right there.
I'm
That could be
gonna
when you
really
pull it.
clear up my stuff because it's
Nice. Good to have
Answer the
lip.
poll
If
in the
you
chat,
lose
guys.
some hairs, you could
Threading
refine. If it's
or
only
wax?
one or two, you could choose. Okay?
Oh,
If you
that's
are
a good
happy,
one.
we're just gonna go with some oil and aloe. She's like, don't pull anything else over.
Wait, why it dry?
Okay, you didn't get there fast enough. So you gotta move quicker. You gotta move quicker from pot to lip.
It's okay, I did
And you did cleanse your lip, right?
Yeah.
With the blue, just making sure. Because that also dehydrates the skin a little bit, which helps it stick. There you go. So you just have to move a tiny bit quicker. It is cooling from the moment you take it out of the pot. There you go. Apply going up and down. There we go. Flip it over because you got to beat on this side. Stick it down and leave your stick right there. There we go. Any strings, the nice thing with this, they come right off and they're not sticky like the other ones. So you just throw it away.
I could just leave it, right?
You leave it now. Yep. Let it cool to where it's not sticky. All right. On this side, I'm going to do the same basic
I
thing.
love this,
But your
guys.
stick, if it's in your right hand, it's going to be facing
I thought this was my third.
so what I like to do on this side personally is that I go up and then I bring the lid.
No, I can't hear her saying it.
Just make it easy. I make it a little harder to try to keep it down this way. So I go up, spin,
Sanitation.
but you can choose either way you want to start. Okay? Just want to move quickly and hold that skin just gently tight for now. You don't have to have it super flat when you put it on, just when we're taking it off. See? All right, now for this to be the least painful, Davinia will hold this side a little bit. You will hold this side a little bit. The tighter her lip is, the less it will hurt. And then punch pull straight across.
No.
Finger out. Finger out for her. There you go.
It looks that bad.
No, it's really not. This is, it barely sticks to the skin. It barely sticks to the skin. The only thing that sucks about this one is it is not ultra sticky. So if your guest does have really coarse hairs, it doesn't really grab. So those people who actually have a little bit more that needs to go, you sometimes have to go over a few times to get all of it.
We could do the other side.
So when you're telling her about this time, you sometimes want to guide her hand. You do not want her to touch the right back. Does that make sense? Make sure she's right. And now we're good. Then you grab this side and you pull either left hand or crisscross. Your choice. Yep.
Okay.
Grab that thumb like this, and then you can punch across. Yes, like that. And it feels tight. Punch. Beautiful. All right, you guys can now clean, just walk partners.
All right.
No, because I gotta remember.
Away, swap the towel, just pink pad. It's really pretty pink because it's okay. All right. All right, this side went perfect. Because of that, I can still see a few hairs on the other side. If you don't mind, I'll just retouch. You'll hear that just to keep it going quick. So I'm going to go over just one small spot to filter. Just because there's just a couple of hairs. And they're only more than because we got the rest of it. When it comes to this, it is very
I feel guys. Bruh. 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 What is going on? What happened? It's some on top of it.
I'm trying to get this straight.
Wait. They don't like to work out.
beautiful. Sometimes that angle also will show us, you know, when we're looking.
Wait, can I rip it off?
Can you do what?
Rip it off?
Yes. Remember, she holds one side, you hold the other. It's funny, I can see the ears on the other side, but then when I right here.
That's different.
It hurt?
That
Oh
one.
no, a lot came off.
That one.
Wait, you gotta move it.
So the nice thing is this isn't going to hurt her to go over again. Notice the side didn't get any redder.
So you have too much motherfucking fun.
It's a lot.
Software.
Wait, wait, shoot. Wait, your hair, a lot came off.
Oh my god.
No, I'm scared for mine.
No, we're having a blast.
So now you're going to use the
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna restart the live, so I'll come back.
require a tiny bit more work.